Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to my channel. On today's video we are talking about my June luxury beauty favorites. If you have been watching my latest videos, you know that I have already uploaded my best of luxury makeup for 2022. So far, the mid-year check-in. I think it's a really good way to kind of like look back to half of the year and see what have been those outstanding products. But I didn't want to disregard the month of June and not bring you my favorites for the month of June. I thought, you know, that's not fair. I have done it the last couple years, and in a way I felt like it seems like it's not fair for those products that they were released on the month of June, because perhaps because of the amount of time that I had to test them, I wasn't able to include them in, in the mid-year of favorites or, in the next months and so forth, because let's be honest, this beauty industry is never stops, never sleeps. Let's start first with fragrance, because as you can tell, I'm already done with my makeup. I will tell you what products I have used to achieve this makeup look. But the fragrance of the day and the fragrance that has stolen my heart is by Christian Louboutin and is Loubimar. This fragrance just released this 2022. It is the perfect, I mean, this is the summer fragrance of 2022, I think, so far. So far, it's gorgeous. Top notes: lemon, sea salt. Just a beautiful breeze of the ocean. Oh, and the lemon is there. It's beautiful. Middle note, tuberose, but it's not like a super flowery tuberose. It's not super green. It just gives a little hint of that. I think I mentioned it before, but the dew of the tuberose right in the morning. That very fresh, soft scented tuberose, and then at the base, musk, which actually to me, it honestly anchors the fragrance. Just like this beautiful cup. The anchor with the shoes, so iconic. By the way, some people say, oh, this is going to be so hard for traveling. Well, I see it, I mean, on the size of the bottle, but the good thing about this fragrance is that it comes with a travel cap. So make sure that when you open your box to look for this cap, it's right there. I mean, like, you will not miss it, and just, put it with the rest of your fragrances, so that way you don't have to necessarily take this beautiful, very sculptural cap right here, but it's heavy. But this fragrance is just magical. It takes you to a total summer. Some people have been comparing it to Rouge Malakai by Giorgio Armani, and in a way, perhaps the tuberose kind of gets you a little bit of that Rouge Malakai, but Rouge Malakai to me is a complete fall, mostly winter fragrance. It's just so potent, heavy. It is a stunning fragrance, and my friends, is one of my favorite fragrances. But this one right here is just more of like fresh and energizing kind of fragrance, yet is very it has some opulence to it that I really enjoy. I mean, like this, if you go to a very fancy resort, this is how you will feel. Loubimar Eau Parfum Légère, amazing, fantastic. I will be leaving the link of this fragrance and all the products. They will be on the description box below. Let's go really quick into the skincare. I have been in love with Photozyme MD DNA Youth Recovery Facial Serum. This serum is amazing. I'm not gonna tell you, oh, I have seen results right away. No. But if you don't know, DNA enzymes, they are truly amazing as a preventative treatment per se of skin cancer. So all of us, we know that it's extremely important for us to use SPF on a daily, and also reapply it throughout the day, every 2 hours if we go to the water, or if we are, like very sweaty, or we live in a humid climate. We have to reapply it, not only on our face, chest, ears, I mean, everywhere, back of the neck, etc., right? But the SPF can only do so much. It is preventative, and definitely you have to use it no matter what. Do not skip your SPF and protect yourself with hats and even clothing that it will protect you. But what happens with the damage that has already been done when you were in your 20s, in your 30s, or even, a few days ago where you were not able to reapply? I mean, X, Y, and Z, you were exposed to the sun. No matter what, that damage is there. And although the human body is able to repair itself, it doesn't repair completely. I think it's just about 50% that your body will be able to repair itself, and it's in this constant situation. So what it does, the DNA enzyme, in a specific, the Photozyme ND, and some other ones too, but this one in a specific has a lipozyme system where the DNA enzyme is encapsulated on a lipid capsule, and this lipid capsule is able to be read by your skin cells as if it's part of your skin and take it to the skin cell to repair itself. So I think anything that we can do to repair past damage, I think it's really important to prevent hopefully skin cancers and whatnot. As I told you, my friends, I grew up in Peru. Yes, at times my mom bought SPF, but it wasn't always. When I was already my 15 years old, I really want to sunbathe, get as bronze and as tan as possible, and I would put oil on top of me and get as tan as possible. Zero protection. I mean, to the point to get sunburns that they were like really, really bad, like horrible bad, that it would give me fevers. That's how bad I treated my skin until I learned the importance of SPF, of taking care of your skin, not only for the wrinkles, but most important, for skin cancer. I mean, aside to, I do have already some sunspots here, some on my shoulders, some even on the back of my arms. So what to do to kind of like stop any process that, hopefully, knock on wood, nothing is happening in there, is by using DNA enzymes. So anyhow, this Photozyme MD, super gentle on the skin, amazing. I like to use it at nighttime, but you can use it also with your sunscreen. That, by the way, I do have the Photozyme MD Beyond Block chemical free tinted sunscreen SPF 30. This is also amazing. It does have the DNA enzymes. It's not a glowy kind of SPF. In fact, it's more of like a silicone type of SPF. It can actually be used as a primer if you want to smooth out your canvas. You can definitely do so that way, but it does have also those DNA enzymes. And if you already have SPF of your choice, you can mix it in with these in the mornings and then reuse it at nighttime. It is fantastic, amazing. And again, every little thing that I can do for my skin and for my health in general. I mean, I'm talking about, our skin is the largest organ of our body, protecting all the organs inside. I want to protect it. I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing, since I wasn't aware of all these issues that come with sun exposure in the long run. I also have been enjoying a lot the Photozyme ND Omega 36 DNA Body Complex. This is a very soft, gentle cream. It's just a body lotion that is so nice. Your skin will absorb it right away. Loving it. And again, it does have the DNA enzymes. And the last product from Photozyme ND is the night serum with 0.5 retinol. This one is super gentle. You're not gonna find flaky skin. I do have dry skin, perimeters of my face, really, really sensitive skin. I break out immediately. If something doesn't agree with me, I will break out right here and right here. This one doesn't break me out, doesn't make me flaky, absolutely nothing. So that's not a problem if you're using interchangeably. You can use the DNA recovery too with vitamin C. But going back to the retinol, it's such a beautiful product. And remember, if you're using retinol, you must use sunscreen. Talking about sunscreens, I had been going to my Tower 28 SunnyDays broad spectrum SPF 30. This is a beautiful tinted sunscreen that it comes in different shades. The one that I use, let me tell you, is 20 Mulholland, something like that. Again, it will be in the description box below. But this is a really good sunscreen for me if I want to look perfected. But honestly, if you have been following me on my Instagram, from time to time during the weekends, I post images or like little videos or stories of what I'm doing. And if you don't know, I'm a caterer. I do a lot of weddings and events in general, but as we're getting into the mid of summer, it's getting hotter and hotter and hotter. And for example, when you're watching this video, I think it was last weekend, I was at a wedding that the venue is amazing. It's one of the most beautiful venues in the entire USA. I mean, I'm telling you, people from different parts, not only of the country, but from other countries, they come to that venue to get married. We have appeared in Martha Stewart's magazine with that venue, in Style Me Pretty, I mean, Vogue, Grace Ormond, many, many times. And I'm telling you, it's a sought after venue. Anyhow, that venue, in a specific, there's no shade. The villa doesn't create shade until very late into afternoon. So whenever you're doing all the setup and everything, you're heated by the sun at its fullest, at its max, okay? Like it is just scorching. So bad. So obviously I'm wearing my sunglasses, my hat and whatnot, but going to what tinted sunscreen I was using this friend right here. This helped me out throughout the night because it was just so hot, a very, very long day. I mean, we started 10 o'clock in the morning at that venue, not talking about all the rest that we were doing prior to, but these hold up so well through sweat, through sun, through everything, application, the dirt, the dust that flies, and let me tell you, super good for those very hard days, like if you're going to the lake, or I mean, this is an amazing sunscreen. It just holds up so well. But for other days, a little bit more easy going, then my Tower 28 had been amazing. Leave my skin glowy without being shiny or greasy, but more on the glowy side. But if I want my skin to look very perfected, I have been going with the Hermes Plein Air. This is the Natural Enhancing Complexion Balm, SPF 30 PA 3+. I mean, like, this is a well thought out product. A lot of people have been telling me that it's a little bit hard to spread for them. So I will suggest first go with a really nice primer or moisturizer of your choice, and then go for this one, or you can go for a SPF that you really like that is a little bit more moisturizing, and then you go with this one right here to just kind of like bump up a little bit more your SPF and get extra protection. But this one right here is super long wearing and your skin will look amazing, stunning. You will look like perfected, and it's just so long lasting. I'm just so impressed about this Hermes balm. I don't know why they call it balm, but to me it's more of like a tinted SPF than even a tinted moisturizer, or like a balm itself. Another product that I have been enjoying on a daily is the new Chanel Légère Water Fresh Complexion Touch. Is such a long name. This has 4 times more the pigment than the fresh water tint from Chanel. They are not replacing it. So I think there was one comment on a video that I did, I think it was a review of this one, that someone was confused. They're replacing it then. No, they are both staying. This is a new product. This is staying. This is not going anywhere. They are just bringing this one right here. The name says it. It's a touch-up product that you can definitely use it for all over your face, counting that this comes with less product than, say, the water tint, but it has more pigment. So at the long run, if you use it for more coverage than the water tint, then it will kind of like equal the amount. And if you use it all over your face, well, then perhaps you will finish the product a little bit faster than using the water tint. So it just depends on what you're looking for as far as this product. The finish is pretty much alike, very beautiful, very perfecting. I'm using today the shade B30. I also got the shade B40. You can use it also as a concealer, spot concealing some spots. For the under eyes, I will say it will work, definitely will work, but not for me because I do have very dark under eye circles, so I just have to trick the eye with a couple other products. But if you have sunspots, I mean, you can definitely spot conceal with it. A lovely product. It's a magical product. If you want to know more about it, I will highly suggest you go and check my review. I have a full-on comparison, side by side, one side of my face with this, one side of my face with this one right here. And since we're in a Chanel mode right here, let's talk about the blush that I'm using today. It is by Chanel, the Water Fresh Blush. I'm using the shade Deep Apricot. So beautiful, so pigmented. I'm just so in love with this shade. All the shades are beautiful. The two lightest shades, I will highly recommend it for those who have fair skin tones to lighter skin tone. If you're light to medium, you may want to start playing around with Warm Pink. It's a gorgeous shade, and then Deep Apricot. There is a deeper shade. I have all the shades. In fact, I did my review on all of them. Let's see, Warm Pink right here, Intense Coral. This is beautiful if you have light to medium and medium skin tone. That's a great one too. Light pink, where is my other one? Oh, it's all the way on the other side. It's Deep Bronze, Deep Bronze. If you have a deeper complexion, that will be amazing on you. Just as all of the other products from Chanel, water tint products, they are not intended to give an overload of pigment, but basically to just give you that beautiful flash on your skin. Obviously, you can play around if you want something more deeper or not. Another thing that I have noticed too, if you go ahead and swatch it, just try it, swatch it, rub off the little pigments that are inside, rub it, and then let it sit, and even let it dry if you want to, and you will see that the pigment develops. Not necessarily that it gets super darker or if that it change on the shade. It doesn't change on the shade, but the intensity is more profound than what you think. So my suggestion, and I'm sorry, I'm going to show you my dirty little dish that I just used. I know, but I will suggest you to use a little dish or a makeup stainless steel plate to first break those pigments and then let it sit for a little, and then you go with your brush and then you apply it. That is my suggestion on how to use these products from Chanel. And then a couple other blushes that I have been truly enjoying are the new ones from Benefit, and I have been adding more to my collection, and one that I have been enjoying quite a bit is the shade PomPom. If you're looking for an ideal golden hour kind of shade, this is it. PomPom. It's just so pretty. It's exquisite. It's like so lovely. It has a little bit of terracotta, a little bit of peach in it. It's just the perfect balance for that very much golden hour kind of look. I mean, like, let me tell you, I have so many of them. So many of them. Talking about another blush are the new Mcgrath Blushes. In a specific, I had been enjoying Cosmic Coral because it has the perfect mix of a neutral tone and a pinky coral shade. Lovely combination as far as a blush. And another blush also from Mcgrath that is to Desert Orchid is Paradise Glow. This one right here is also another one that has really impressed me. One thing that I'm going to tell you is the lighter blushes, these two included, to me the formulation was a little bit easier to blend, but then the rest, to me, I felt like they were either a little bit drier or just way too pigmented, that at least for my skin tone, I felt that it was hard to blend. They were not splotchy. It was just like hard to, like make that beautiful soft blend. Even with some of my most expensive brushes, didn't really matter. And then also there's to me a little bit of a lack of, I really like that she brings the lilac tones, but I feel that she lacks a little bit on bringing more peach orangey tones in overall her blush collection. Oh, I forgot about this baby. How can I forget? The Chantecaille Anti-Aging Face Tint. This is so good. If you want to fake a tan, or just not even fake it, because it depends on the amount of product that you use. If you use a good dollop, you will get quite a bit of color with this. But if you just a little bit, you are going to get the most beautiful sun-kissed golden look And that's in fact what I have been doing between this sunscreen with this right here. I apply this first and then I go with this one, and I just create the most natural look. There's not a lot of glow, there's not a lot of dewiness, it's just a perfect balance. The product itself is gorgeous. It has skincare, it's an anti-aging face tint in fact. So this is first and foremost is a skincare product, a total beauty, and there are not that many products like this. The exquisite product. And talking about a skincare in a makeup format, has been my non-stop using product, my Westman Atelier. This is the I always forget, Vital Press skincare powder in the shade pink. I also have the other shades, but the pink one has been still my love. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I spoke about it on my May favorites. And what concealer I had been loving, the Clé de Peau concealer on a stick has been my go-to lately because it's just so easy. I'm able to take it, like for example, when I'm going to work and it's just a long day, and if it's too hot and my back stays inside my car, I don't want anything that with the heat will like explode and then I have a spillage everywhere. I want something easy, okay? And this is something so easy on the go because it comes on a stick. There's no fussy mess or nothing. It's just ideal. It looks beautiful. It does the job. You can even blend it with your fingers. You don't need a brush. You can spot conceal. It's just a perfect concealer. I love that reformulation because it's a little bit more hydrating, not so matte, so it's very forgiving, yet it's not that hydrating or that moisturizing that it will gather on your fine lines, which that it is priceless. I love so many products from Clé de Peau. I think they do such an amazing job, and I think I haven't given them the, not the importance. I have review of, I think, every single one of their foundations, but let me know if you want to see kind of like a full face of Clé de Peau or my recommendations on Clé de Peau, because I think it's a brand that I need to talk more here on my channel because I use it. Behind the scenes, I use it. I always have here this baby. It's always here sitting, and whenever I want perfect complexion, I use this foundation. I love Clé de Peau, so let me know if you're interested on something like that. Going into bronzer, no brainer right here, the new Chanel Soleil Tan Medium Bronze 392. This has been my cream bronzer pretty much of choice because of the ease of use. It is creamy, but not creamy to the point that it will just slip and slide. Okay, of your face with easy. It's not matte. It gives a beautiful, subtle, not glow to the skin, but a natural finish. It sets like powder, but there's a little bit of this shift that you can see, not sheen, not shimmer, nothing of that, but it just looks so natural and it's just so easy to use. It's a no-brainer. And then Chanel with their Légère collection has launched this baby right here. Is the oversized healthy glow sun kiss powder. They don't market it necessarily as a bronzer, although I use it as a bronzer. It comes in 3 different shades. I like the shade medium the most on my complexion, although I had about all 3 of them, but it's a powder, so you can use it to set your entire complexion. To, if you are, for example, my skin tone, you can go for the lighter one and just give a little bit of color to your complexion. It does have a little bit of a glow, but it's a sun-kissed glow. Imagine a ray of sun, hitting your face without making the damage because you're wearing SPF already. And just being a beautiful golden goddess. That's what it is. This shade, if you have a medium skin tone, you can use it again all over your face as a finishing powder, and then use the deepest one as a bronzer. Does it make sense? So it does have that versatility that I really enjoy. The consistency is beautiful, and I have been telling you, my friends, do not skip on this Kabuki brush from Chanel. This is the oversized one. I think it's limited edition. Don't quote me, but get it. You will not regret it. This is the easiest way to bronze up your complexion or setting your complexion with setting powder in the most airbrush beautiful effect. To me, You know, my friends, I mean, like 99% of the times that you have watched my videos and seen me apply bronzer, I go with my Sonia G Face Pro brush. This is the brush that I use. I'm not replacing it, but these are head and head. That's how much I love it. Also, I had been taking out my Sonia G Lotus collection. I mean, I have all of them, but today I was using this right here to do my eyeshadow. It's back in stock. This is a limited edition collection, Lotus collection from Sonia G. Beautiful. Perhaps my favorite one out of all of them is the Soft Definer. This is even smaller than the mini booster. It's so powerful. If you have hooded eyelids like mine, perhaps Sonia G is the one who does, I will say, the best designs as far as precision brushes that can be used for those of us that we have hooded eyelids, that is, you know, you have a smaller space to work with. And this baby right here is wonderful. The entire collection is amazing, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention because if you miss it the first time that they launch, don't do it again. Don't do it again. Talking about another brush, this brush right here is by Shiseido, and it is a complexion brush. And this one right here, right now is clean because I went ahead and washed it, and I have been using it with all of my complexion products, tinted moisturizers, tinted SPF, foundations, this baby right here. Wow, if it is so soft, and it just does an amazing job at blending your foundation with ease. It's just like one stripe, one right here, and you will not see streaks everywhere. I was a little bit skeptical because of the shape. It's just so short. It looked kind of like something that you will polish the floors. I know. I was like, I don't know. But every time that I have watched my friend Grace from Everyday Edit, she's like, oh, this is my brush of choice, and she raves about it. And I said, you know, why not? Let me add it to cart, try it. In love with it. Going to highlighters, this baby right here is the new Victoria Beckham Beauty Highlighter Stick. Is the one that I'm using today. Do you see that subtle glow? It's not greasy, it's not oily, it's not a balm, it's not Vaseline, and it's translucent. Although at the bottom of the stick it says pearl, when you look it up, it doesn't specify that this is the shade pearl. I think that they will come out with different shades. This will be the first shade that they want to see. What's the feedback of everyone? But I will have to say, I really like the concept because, again, this is the new take for highlighters. I think we're completely shifting since last year to luminizers rather than highlighter, rather than putting something metallic on your face to give that idea that you're shining from a space, but rather to give a more ethereal kind of look, not only with powders, but also with cream products like this stick, that it just gives that very ethereal look. It gives that light, but is there in a very subdued way, in a very beautiful, glamorous way, that it doesn't look sweaty either. That it's not looking like, oh, your face is melting like a Dali painting. You know, nothing of that. For eyeshadow, Anastasia Beverly Hills Nouveau palette. I have done here on my channel 2 looks on my review, 1 look on a try on haul, and this look I made it today with this beauty right here. It's so complete. It's so another palette that is very versatile on the shades. You have a little bit of those, a little bit on the warmer side. There's not much of a neutral kind of shades right here, but something that you can play for every day. You can deepen it up a little bit with these right here. Then you can go with some greens, minty greens. This shade in particular doesn't look very special, but it is extremely special. It does have a golden light yellow tone that it really resembles the sun in a beautiful way. Then you have a beautiful rose gold shade that I have it right here on my outer third. And then this unexpected shade that some people say, I don't know how to use it, but Honestly, it makes sense. When you're playing with this palette, you will find out that it will make sense to have this shade right here because it makes the entire palette a little bit more versatile. This shade right here is excellent for deepen out the areas. If you want an intense smoky eye look, just go with this shade, right? Put this shade on the base, go with this shade all over. On top of this stunning, amazing duochrome shade. And there you have it, a smoky eye look that is just in another level. And then if you want to put a little bit of this on the crease just to kind of like bring a little bit of that purple tone that this shade right here has under it, do so. This palette, honestly, it's a great return for Anastasia Beverly Hills. She did amazing. The formula is improved. You will still find kickback on the matte shades, but not true fallout in terms of like, oh my gosh, this is just too much. Not. It's not like her OG formulation, but it is as good in pigment, no patchy, beautiful. And then all the metallic shades right here, they are like one swipe and complete. Wow, they look wet. Stunning palette. I'm so happy I got this palette. And for eyeliners, I have been enjoying quite a bit my Hourglass New Eyeliners. These are gel eyeliners, very much alike to the ones from Marc Jacobs, and the shade selection is just gorgeous. I have been enjoying quite a bit this shade Cave. It's a deeper brown tone, ideally for every look. I think brown is something that you should always have on your arsenal because it's just more natural, it's easier if you don't want too much of an intense look or you're going for a daytime look. Go for a nice brown one or a bronzy tone. And talking about bronzy tone, the Satin Kajal by Victoria Beckham Beauty. You know that I love my shade Cocoa. It is definitely a beautiful formulation. For lips, I have finished my Laneige Sleep Lipping Mask and I opened this one right here by Patrick Ta. Is the Major Glow Softening Lip Mask. It's so good. I love the scent. It's a minty scent, more like a, there's a chocolate, I don't remember, Juniors, I think it's called Junior something. I think that's the name of that candy. Like I said, I'm not American, I'm from Peru, and although I live United States for half my life, there's some candies that I don't know their name, but I'm pretty sure, I'm like, even with this top right here, I can still smell it. It's really nice. It's a little bit not super thick in consistency, but it does have a good consistency that you feel that you're protecting your lips. And then as far as lip goes, I tried this Victoria Beckham Beauty lip liner in the shade 5, and I have applied all over my lips. And then on top, I have gone with one of her new Posh glosses. She has launched, well, her first launch was all like neutral lip glosses, more inspired by the 90s, and then she launched a pinky lip gloss line. I have on top this one right here, which is called Picante, and I feel it looks just so beautiful. I mean, the combination of this lip liner and this lip gloss, stunning. All her lip glosses, stunning, gorgeous. This one right here is the shade Feast. It's just such a unique shade. It has a little bit of cool tone, but without making you look like, oh my gosh, you look too cold. I know that sounds creepy right there. They look very beautiful and they make your lipstick look nice and juicy, plump without no plumping effect. There's nothing plumping right here, but just that beautiful. Now for the skin, I have been enjoying quite a bit this Légère illuminating oil for face, body, and hair. This is wonderful. You can use it on your hair. It's beautiful. Let me show it to you. I'm in love with this product from Chanel, and I'm pretty sure this is limited edition, which is honestly not good. But yeah, you could just put a little bit right here. Let me put some first on my shoulders. Is not going to give you any kind of color to your to your skin. It's not that it's going to give you a tan that is going to leave you golden. It does have, but it seems like particles of shimmer, but it's not a glitter. I mean, like, I cannot even see it on my hands, but you can put it on your hair, just makes it shiny. It does have a very light, beige, that Légère scent, and it just leaves your hair nice and glowy. but it doesn't weigh it down. And that's super, super important for me. These are the products that I have been loving during the month of June. I would love to know from you which ones were your favorites of the month of June. If you have tried any of these products, how are you liking them? Or if you have some of these products on your wish list. Let's continue the conversation on the comment section down below while you're at it. And if you haven't done so yet, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads, and come and follow me on my Instagram. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye!